Alright, you may remember at the kickstand event, I took great pleasure in tormenting Old Man Sneaks, going $100 for this, 200 for this, like lowballing. Hey, what up, and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, in today's episode, you may remember me playing around with Old Man Sneaks, Donald. I seen he had the Royal Toes at the kickstand event, and I really toyed with it, man. I honestly did. I was going between that and the Terror Squad Air Force Ones. The Terror Squad Air Force Ones felt like they were more of an urgent thing, whereas these, no one had bought them. I felt like I could hit Donald up later. As it was, Terror Squad Air Force Ones are way too big. Air Force Ones are big. I bought a 10.5. They're way too big. I may even need like a 9.5. I don't know. I've never had. I can't remember the last thing I bought in a 9.5. Actually, I lied. The structured Triax and maybe the Air Max ones that we customized. Both just outlet finds because they were crazy prices. But before we do any of this, let's go shopping. So, I think this footage here was either done before or after this purchasing these shoes, right? I think this was when I was down there for a signing. They had like the Monster Energy team, so Nigel Houston, Ashok Ware, Rune Glifberg, who was in the original Tony Hawk skateboarding game. Now I've got footage from all that, the signing, the demo, everything like that, but I'm looking towards doing that on my MITUS channel, so stay tuned. Who knows what will happen there, but I'm pretty sure this was in Parramatta Westfield. There was a bunch of random stuff that I saw at Culture Kings, some stuff at Nike, but there's also a resale store, and I've been there before. I can't remember the name of it, if I'm being honest, but this was the first time I held pair of Armagnac 3s in my hand without the plastic, everything like that, and got the full essence of it. And I've got to say, they are the perfect shoe. I don't pay resell. I don't want to pay resell ever in my life. These are like an $1,100 shoe in my size. I don't know, man. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll do a trade. I don't know. But it was cool seeing the Albino Praetos in hand too. I think I've changed my mind on them again. I went from not liking them to liking them to not liking them when I saw them in hand. I don't know. Lost and founds in there too, which I don't want to talk about it. But let's get into this video. This is like part 2 of getting a GRAIL for a steal. Alright, you may remember at the kickstand event, I took great pleasure in tormenting old man sneaks going $100 for this, 200 for this, like low ball.
If you get that and the MC,
It's starting to sparkle too, so it's on the way out.
no, it's not.
Knock some price off that.
Yeah, sure. Good deal though. Not Apple. You're not gonna get.
Oh, with the sass! With the sass! Hey, you got the same problem, mate.
We're all doing the same thing.
Yeah. What's that, 200? Is that 2? Oh, 3. No, the sign was low. The sign was low, it looked like 2.
What?
I was about to take it for 2. What are we saying?
What do you mean, what are you saying? How much are you willing to pay for it? 200? No.
They're used?
Tried on.
Tried on, 4 photos.
Yep. You know the drill.
I do. I was hoping to see one other pair here tried on. I was tossing up between the Fat Joe Air Force Ones and the Royal Toes. I went with the Fat Joe Air Force Ones, but I've just hit him up and I'm gonna get the Royal Toes as well. He's like, are you kidding? He's like, oh, just send me the money and I'll post it. I'm like, I'm gonna be in that area down there, so we're gonna meet up with him. I've worn my favorite New Balance, and I might pretend like I've only got $200. Like, I thought we agreed on $200. I don't know, we'll see. It's just easy to get him rolled up, I enjoy it.
7 hours later.
I actually completely forgot to do any sort of filming, getting these, whatever, getting old man on camera. Instead, we're just talking about sneakers and all this type of stuff, and we're gonna grail here, man. These are gonna speak for themselves. What more needs to be said? They are very sparkly. That, I believe, is from leaving them in the box with the tissue paper. There's some sort of reaction that happens to that. But he was saying like a sneaker wipe should get that off. So let's test that theory. These have been worn for old man's Donald. He's famous. 4 photos, shot for the gram, and then that's it. The poor guy played crazy resell, but gave them to me for a deal of $260. He did have them at the kickstand event for $300. I probably want to pay $250. We met in the middle, $260. It's a great price. We got the lace space wipe. If you remember, they hit me up. They sent me a bunch of free stuff showcasing their product. I've only got, I think, this one and maybe one more wipe left, which is interesting timing because I've just been hit up by another company and they want to send me some free stuff, but it's more of a partnership. Let's see. Is it coming off? Or I'm just going to be out here with sparkles. Nah, looks like it's coming off. And these are immaculate, like there's absolutely no star loss. We were talking, you know, Donald works from home, so he barely gets any time. His 4 photos in the courtyard that we've all come to know and love. It's about all the wear he gets from a sneaker. Unless he's going to the shops, picking the kids up, that sort of thing. For me, I'm in a very similar vote. The only time I really get out there in the world with my sneakers is when I feel like I'm going to go take some photos. So I feel like I've got most of this off, but not all of it. It definitely looks better than initially what was there. Now for me, I put my shits in drop front, so you'll never really get that issue with any of the pairs that I have, but man, what a crazy pair. I guess you could call this round 2 for getting grails for a steal. The first one was obviously the green glows. I got them for $200. $200, crazy. 260, crazy. I want to say, you would call this VNDS. I want to say they go for like $300-400. 260. It's pretty much around retail. Maybe not for when they first came out. Let's have a look. No, they haven't got it on here. I bought them from Novel Ship. I remember he did tell me he paid quite a bit. I think it was like $400 or something. Come with the extra laces. Yeah, if you look, that's what I've just done in cleaning. And that's the pair that I haven't cleaned. So you can definitely see that sparkling on there. So we'll get the wipe on there. Now, this is a tip for anyone that keeps their shoes inside their boxes. Take them out. At least get the paper out. I know it seems like a lot of hassle and everything like that. Get some of these from Kmart. That's where I got mine from. If not, you want the premium touch. The guys at Lace Space are probably the best in the game. Like I said and alluded to just not that long ago, this is actually my last wipe that I have from Lace Space. I actually haven't bought any wipes in a while. Back in the day I got sent Crep Protect, or I think there was just some company called Sneaker Wipes when we were doing predominantly just hip hop content. They reached out to us to try out their stuff. And they talked a big game. They were one of the first wipes. I remember Khaled was like, had to deal with them and everything like that. So I had heaps of them for ages. You always seem to end up with some wipes. I think I had some Crep Protect wipes, everything like that. But there has been a company reach out to me recently. The deal is not 100% done yet, but they want to partner up and do something a bit more special. So there'll be content, there'll be a discount code, there'll be all types of stuff. They'll be sending me gear on the regular, and there's going to be collaborations and all that type of stuff. So more on that later. But these, oh god, these are a nice shoe. I don't even know what date, what year did these come out? Between 2019 and 2020, this has got to be one of the only ones around that time that I just didn't get. I don't know what I was doing. Wasn't paying attention, maybe. I don't know. I thought they were older than that, I honestly did, but crazy pair. For me, like, I hold these up to the level of a Bread Toe or a Chicago or something like that, because two reasons, you know, similar color blocking, everything like that, but for me, I prefer blue. I'm gonna wear blue more than I will red. I've got Spider-Man origin story joints. I've got the next chapters, the Miles Morales. I don't have a lost and found. It's a sore point at this point. I would love a 2015 Chicago. Just don't want to spend the money on it, but this here is right up there for me. So I just want to send a big shout out to Old Man Sneaks. I didn't fuck around with him with the price and everything. It would have been fun to do that, but I just plain forgot. But no, he's a good dude. Hooked me up. Go check him out on the Soul Kitchen. They do their live stream every week, and then they'll do the podcast every now and again. But I'm so stoked to have these in the collection. Man, I know I've said threes are my favorite for the longest time, but I think I got more ones than anything. It's just happened like that. So Bulldogs colours too. Come on, man. The royal, the black, the white. We have to get some game day fits to this when the footy's back. We did have potentially quite a special episode lined up for today. Reached out to a few different connections, that sort of thing. Didn't happen, so it's just going to have to be next week. But there's a lot of stuff happening. I've not just purchases too. Like, we've got the deal. We've had a company just reached out. There's an event happening very close to me on the Friday, and then just bits and pieces are always happening. So it's a fun time for the channel. We're mixing up the content, everything like that, and there's more to come. But this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that cliche good stuff. We'll be back twice a week. Peace.